Hi everybody, and welcome to Dan's Diary. Welcome to my new members. I thank you very much for subscribing, and I hope you enjoy this one as much as you did last. Right, where are we? Well, we're on the way to the site from where I live. It's only about a 5-minute journey, maybe 10, depending on the traffic. So we're going to see the progress this week, and between you and me, it's been good. We've had quite a few things happen this week. So without further ado, and keeping you in suspenders any longer than I have to, here it is. Well, I'm at the back of the house now. We had a touch of rain last night again, so we've had 2 nights of absolutely torrential. The ground's a bit wet. We've got the holy shamoly, we've got 5 panes in. Wow. 5 big panes. Wow, look at the difference that makes with the reflection of the trees and that abominable Yeti man walking around. Yeah, that is, yeah, we like those. That's bringing the house to a finish, isn't it, lads? Say, not long now, once we get a couple of doors in, a couple of windows finished, you could almost say it's fit for habitation, apart from, you know, no bathroom and no toilet and no kitchen, but you could say it's secure. Right, I haven't seen yet, so let's have a look if there's any at the front. Yes, there is. There's 4, 5. You'd think they'd have done one full size, wouldn't you? One full side and left the other one, but there it is. There it is. Let's have a look inside. See how cool it. Oh my goodness me! It's made it a lot cooler. It's quite warm and hot and sticky out there. But inside, I have to say, it's a lot cooler. Got that stunning view. All subdued a bit. Of course, they can't see me, but I can see them. It's all subdued. Same with the front. Oh yeah. I'm glad I went for this. Yeah, I'm glad I went for this. That looks very nice. We can get on with, we just do that pane and that pane now. Maybe he's going to do that today. And there's only the front door left, apart from 1 or 2 of the little ones. Oh, wait a minute. All of those have been done. I can't remember whether they were done before. I'm sure they weren't. So all of those have been done. Those still have got 2. Yeah, we've still got 1 or 2 left, but I tell you what, it's made this room very very pleasant. Yeah, I'm lost for words. I was quite busy today, went down several builders merchants. This Flexi-Bond is for the pond. Going to paint that on the walls before we do the tiling. And that's the grout we're going to use, both of which are waterproof. That's it, all in the back of the car. That's evidence that I went shopping today. The roof repair guy starts tomorrow, so I bought him all the paint and stuff he needs to crack on with that. These 3 tiles are samples for the kitchen splashback. There's a nice little grey there, as if grey was needed. A totally different rust oxide, which might look good, might not look good, but it might look good. And then this next one, which isn't a great picture, So any comments that you've got, leave them down below, or suggestions for a kitchen splashback. That'd be nice of you. Thanks a lot. Upstairs in the master ensuite, we've done all of the wall tiling except a couple of tiles, all of the deco stones except on a couple of walls. All we've got to do now is put the edge trim and the edge tiles around the door and the window and do the floor tiling, and then that room is finished and Ronnie can move on to something else, maybe the grouting of all the other bathrooms. There is the tiling in the laundry room, so maybe he could do that. You can see all the grout lines have been done in here, so that's good news, isn't it? There's a little bit of extra work on the switches because we need to fit a 3-gang switch, so you can do the stairs from upstairs and down, and they only fitted a 1-gang, so that's why that's looking like that. And there's a similar story on the first floor. And finally today the guys started to put the front door frame in. It was a tad too big, so they've just ground out the sides and a bit of the floor so it fits nicely. Made a bit of a mess, but we can clean that up. We've got a dustpan and brush. That's it for Monday. Right, Ronnie's just added the waterproof membrane, painted application onto the floor, so we'll wait for a day and then we'll give it another coat. So at the minute he's just finishing off around that bit there and around the windows and doors, and then a touch of grout, I think. And this room, tiling wise, is finished. Well done. Yeah, you can see how nice that tile looks. I think that was a good choice. Right, my welder's turned up today. There he is. That's the outside handrail. Aluminium, stainless steel uprights, glass in between. You'll like it when you see it. So what he's doing is making holes in the balcony for where they're going to go, and then he's going to weld them in place with the reinforcing bars. So that's progressing today, isn't it? I see one of the painters has got rid of my hole there and has given it a second coat. So he just needs to do a touching in at the corners, at the sides, maybe a third coat, I don't know. And then I can get the electrician to hang that light. Right, we've got one of the electricians cleaning cleaning the paint off the caps. And the Wi-Fi people are here today. So hopefully by the end of today we will have Wi-Fi and internet in the building. Okay, there we have it. It's in place now. Fully fixed. All we've got to do is clean it, and when the glaziers come they can measure those openings either side to put the glass in, and Joel can now measure the doors, and Ronnie can finish the tiles down the bottom. The painter's been in the kids' bathroom and he's filled in that hole. Wait a few hours, then he can smooth it off and paint the ceiling a couple of times. We had to replace one of those light switches. I don't know why. I didn't want to get involved. But the painter's smoothing it all off. And then he's going to give it a lick of paint. And then that's finished. Tomorrow I will snag this room here, which is the kids, which bedroom 3 and bedroom 4. Snag it for the last time, hopefully. And then I'll lock those 2 doors. The only time we'll need to go in there is if there's any work to be done and access to that bathroom. It does look as if we take 1 step forward and 2 back with all this mess here, but nothing that the guys can't clean, which they're doing now. Right, the internet boys turned up. 5 minutes and it was all working. All I've got to do is get those wires hidden behind a plastic cable or conduit strip. You know me, you know it's going to look nice. Fasten the modem properly to the wall and get a end for the Cat 8, which is in the man cave. They couldn't do it or didn't want to do it, so I'll ask the CCTV boys to do it. Failing that, of course, I can simply connect the CD, DVD to the modem via Wi-Fi anyway, rather than hard line, but I preferred hard line. So it's not the end of the world, is it? Painter's just going around now, filling in any little bits he sees. Yes, it does need a bit of a clean, doesn't it? We've got a bit of a problem with the water. When the Sparky connected back up, it, I don't know, blew a fuse or something, and the pump stopped pumping, so that's now not supplying any water, and there's no pressure in the tank at the back. So Sparky said he's just going to have a quick look in there, see if he can find what's wrong, and then it'll all be working again, won't it? Right, we've finally got the power working. That is that, and that is that. 5 watts those are, all the rest are 3. The man cave power, or lights, the top one puts the 2 lights on outside underneath the balcony. The middle one does this row, and the bottom one does that row. So if I want to sit over there and read a book, I don't need to have these lights on. I can have them split, and vice versa, of course. If I'm playing on the computer over here, maybe I don't need these on, I need that on, or vice versa. So that's all tickety-boo. And then we've got these lights working. There you go. They're all working away. I wonder if he's got the kitchen ones going. Let's have a check. Yes, he has. There you go. So we've got the kitchen around the edge, the kitchen over the central island, and the dining room lights. So all the lights are working. All we've got to do is put these in here, the bulbs in. There's a light switch here. Let me just check. Yes, he hasn't done these yet. So he's going round putting in the bulbs and making sure all the lights work. There you go, they started to paint the columns all the way down. They've done. I've just asked them to paint that one and get that one because the CCTV boys will need to work on it. Well, gentlemen, there we have it. We've started the grouting of the bathrooms. So this is the first bathroom to be grouted. End of the day, this will all be finished. And then he can start into another bathroom. Looks like he's doing a good job. Whoa, that's better, isn't it? See what we're doing. Yes, a good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, because the sun was on this all day yesterday, as it is in the afternoons, it kind of creeps in from the sides. I'm thinking about building a bamboo structure that goes over the top with a material, what would you call it, roof, which will protect the water and the fish from direct Philippine sunlight. I think that's the way I'm going to go. It'll be tall enough for me to walk under, so it won't obstruct that window's view. It'll be taller than that. I think it'll add flavour to the side of the house as well, because it's going to be bamboo. It's not going to be metal or anything. Bamboo is quite cheap over here, so that's the plan for that. Half of the walls waterproofed. He's going to finish doing the rest of the roof, the walls later, and the base. So that will be all finished and waterproofed, maybe 2 coats. And then we've got Ronnie. He's going to be doing the tiling, or scheduled to do the tiling in the pool starting tomorrow. So how good's that? We seem to have a worker over there doing a bit of rubbing down, filling in some little imperfections and then repainting. So that wall's only had 1 coat anyway, you can see. Maybe it's had 2 coats, but it will definitely have a 3. And that is the support structure for the the pond filtration system. It's got to be higher than the water level, so that is higher than the water level. We'll have a concrete lid on the top of that, and there we can put the 3 full barrels of water sitting on top, and it'll be fine. If we have to raise each barrel, which I think we do, we can just stand it on something, can't we? A piece of wood or something. It's not the end of the world, but that's the base structure. He's just now drilling the hole through the concrete blockwork for the electrical pipe, the conduit. So when we run the pump filter electrics and plug it into there, we can do. There you go. So that's the pond all taking shape. I'm told tomorrow that'll all be rendered. Very good indeed. Well, Wednesday morning, Ronnie's fitted all those tiles in there. He's done a great job of that. So that's done. I'm about to go and snag these 2 rooms. The electrician's just finishing off my plugs. Those 3 on that side are for this room. That light will be for these lights in the entrance, and that's the garage. There you go. Another bit of progress is the handrail. So he's fastened it to the wall, he's fastened it to the floor, welded it on the rebar. So that's all secure, is it not? So all we've got to do now is finish the tiles around the bottom and put the glass bits in there. And that, let me just test it. Ooh, rock solid, rock solid. So I've got to tell you, he's done a good job of that. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. And of course, I wanted a glass one, so when you sit here, your view's not obstructed. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, that's good. 10 out of 10 for that. Now, I wasn't going to show you this, but what the hell? We're all friends, aren't we? That is how the roofing contractor left my roof. It didn't help that they were standing on it. So, we've got to do something about that, which is what the guy's doing now. So, every head will be sealed, every gap will be filled, that's what we're up against. So let's do a before and after, shall we? That's the before. We've started the infill down the bottom, so all that's been done. Just got to do that little tiny one there, and if I remember correctly, those 2 there, one there and one there, and then the tiling's finished. What have we got here? We've got one of my very good painters making sure my edge to my stones is perfect.
Straight line.
Straight line.
Salt and paint.
I thought you'd like to see this, but we got a scorpion in the house. There you go. Glad it's in the kids' bedroom. But on a happier note, the downstairs, I suppose they're all downstairs really, the visitors' toilet has been grouted, so all those tiles are looking good. No complaints there all the way around. Floor tiles, I can't tell whether they've been done or not. Let's say they have. So they've been done, or maybe they haven't. I can't tell. I'll come back to you. Well, as I leave site, about 2 hours later, you can see he started just to put the render on, and he's put the electric conduit in place so we can feed the wire through. Jolly good. And finally for today, I just thought I'd take a copy of the snag sheets per room, which is what they've got to finish off with. End of the day. Right, you can see the sun creeping over. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. You can see the sun, and you can also see the fact that we've painted all of the walls and half of the base. So that's coming on, isn't it? Coming on quite well. What's also coming on well is the works inside the garage. Well, there's my floor treads. They came on site today, but I've rejected them because they're cracked, so they'll have to go back. Oh, I've just been told that the grouting's been done in the man cave, and here I am to say it definitely has. So all he's got to do is just motioned the fact that he's got to clean it with a broom. Yes, very good. Oh, and there he is, waterproofing my pond. Yes, got to do a good job for them koi. Here's one of my favourite guys. He's in the area underneath the stairs, grouting my tiles. So I'm guessing he's working his way from there all the way to the main front door, slowly but surely. Good man. And up there you can see the painter's been cutting in to the corners or the edge, so that's all looking good. And he's also just doing some fine rubbing down to the walls and the sides before his final coat. Well, where's this come from? Well, it's come from there. There was 4 tiny hairline cracks where the boards join. So you can see he's rubbed down the paint, filled it again, and he's filling it there, look. And then he's going to just run over it with some with his roller. Right, one of the snags was doorstop, so they're fixing the doorstop in bedroom 4. One of the snags was these door frames, needed a second or third coat, which they've now had. There's no grey grinning through, so I can definitely cross that one off the list.
Good job.
Yeah, you can see what he's done. He's there's no well, there's little chance of it now raining into the house. He's covering all of the bolt holes with paint, with the mastic, and then he's put the plastic on top, and then he's put more mastic on top of that. There's one of my painters. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, Mr. Painter?
I retouched the line of CCTV, sir.
There you go. That's what he's doing.
The concrete.
And you can see on the main roof, if I zoom in, there, just to be on the safe side, he's put some sealant, expandable foam, down the joints, and he's going to slice that off with a knife. Then he's going to cover it like he's done there, so it's 100% waterproof. And he started to do this one, so we've got the nylon going down after he's painted it. You can see he's sealed it, he's painted it, he's now putting that on. We're going to paint it again with that stuff to just give it a damn good coating. This guy's in for a nice little bonus, I think. You can just leave him alone and he'll do his job, and he'll do it well. A bit like all the guys really. But this guy's working out in the sun, on height, a job he's never done before. And he's doing a good job, so well done. Yeah, so Ronnie's cracked on with the floor, hasn't he? He's raised it to a suitable height so we could hide that pipe that was in the corner. He's done it to flow into those 2 drains. Yes, 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 yes. Ronnie's doing a great job. And we've just looked at the balance of work, and what he said he'd do next is the balcony tiles we discussed the other day. Just finish off around there. finish off around there and get it all smooth. In fact, there's the tiles there, he's already moved them out. Then he's going to do the ones on the laundry area, and then he's going to do the pool. That will give me about a week before I get the fish guy out to do the filters and that. Yeah, it's all taking shape. Now we think we've resolved the water pump problem. We called this guy and he came out within 30 minutes because he lives in Dililupian. That's got to be 29 minutes drive. He turned up with all his equipment. He fixed the water leak that apparently my guys couldn't fix, and he did that in about 30 seconds. And he also fixed the reason why the pump wasn't bringing the water up into the tanks, and he charged me 3,000 pesos. Very good. Friday, and the slab has been poured, so that's progress. The pond has been fully lined with waterproof membrane, so that's progress. No, what's not progress is the ceilings moving in all this heat. So the painters have been up there again, just filling in with some rubberized paint that allows for movement, and then they'll paint over it. And they've started to grind the wall in the laundry room, but forgot to close all the other bedroom doors. So all this dust went into the bedrooms. Ay, 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 ay. We got one or two in the master bedroom ceiling as well, so they're doing that as well. I found some the treads for Joel, so if he wants to use those he can do. Well, at long last we've done what we had to do in there. It's caused a mountain of mess, so I think everything's going to have to be cleaned again. A mountain of mess. Oh, when I bought the strip, the metal strip, that's to go along the edge of there, and I learned my lesson from these doors. If you don't put the gap, if you don't put the join between this tile and that tile underneath the door, you can see the next door's tiles. Well, 100% didn't want that to happen on the front door. So what Ronnie's going to do is just saw back this line and put these tiles there and on this edge. Little details like that make a house. Now Ronnie's doing his final measurement. He's put his string up there. He's got all the tiles ready, I think, all cut to size, I think. If not, they soon will be. So it won't be long before Ronnie's downstairs. Well, Ronnie's finished the floor tiles, as you can see, so he's done a great job of that. Except those three, we've run out of tiles, would you believe? So Ronnie tells me he's told Joel, so Joel will go down and get those tiles tomorrow, hopefully. Well, we have one man smoothing off my concrete and painting it a bit, so we can't complain about that, can we? We had these two windows installed yesterday. Well, one of them installed, I think it was that one. So we'll have a look if the central bar's been installed. And we got that glass pane done. So now we have all six. And it looks very nice indeed. Let's have a look what my man's doing over here. Ah, we got those, we got two panes on that side, one pane on that side. So that's looking good, isn't it? Well, yesterday afternoon the guys finished painting the ceiling, so that's now back to being pristine condition. And I had to turn the music down or off, otherwise I'd have got another copyright infringement, allegedly. My friend here is now doing quite well on the grouting. He's slowly creeping his way through the building. I think he's 3/4 of the way in the... Do you remember we saw him right over there yesterday? And he's done all of that area and he's 3/4 into the dining room. So it won't be long before he's finished, will it? Another, say, 3 days. By the end of next week, all of those paint cans and all that stuff there will be cleared out for the kitchen guys starting on Monday, hopefully. Fingers crossed, eh? Well, well, well. Super fast Ronnie. Look at that. So all of that has been now tiled and is looking rather nice. We've got the grout on that. It'll hide all the the tiled edges. Yes, I think he's done a very good job of that. 10 out of 10 for Ronnie. And this area needs a bit of a sweep and a clean. But generally, I would say ceilings are all done now. Walls are all done now. Apart from a bit of the touching up. See some marks where the man's climbed out here to do this bit. But he's progressing quite well, isn't he? Look at that. Yeah, once that's painted, you'll never know it's been repaired. I can see he's started up on the main section over there. You see here's been attacked for its water tightness. I'll get him just to do down there, that row there. Yes. I don't think there's much we can do about the indents. I was talking to someone about that. Okay, the water will pool in certain areas, but the Philippine sun will soon blast that off within 30 minutes. So I'm not too bothered about that. What I am bothered about though is the connections that hold the gutter in place. Some of those are a bit dodgy, so we'll get those all done. There's still little areas left to do, but he's nowhere near finished. But what he has done is first class indeed. Well done. Now the tiles turned up for outside, so they are like a wood look tile. They're not the same as the ones inside, so don't panic. And they go up the outside there, and then you go round the back, and I've shown you there's 4 or 5 areas round the back where they go. So that is what we will have going up there. I think that'll look quite nice. It gives me the opportunity, you see, to paint the gutter in the same dark brown as that, which lets me get away from grey everywhere. And that in turn allows me to paint the roof a light brown. So that's the way I'm thinking at the minute. If you have any other alternative suggestions, please let me know. It's not too late, maybe 2 weeks and we'll be painting the roof. So don't be shy with sending me a message. Now this cat's got to move, because if he thinks he's going to sit there when my fish are in that pond, he's got another thing coming. So he's got to move. When I move in, he's got to move because Max is coming. And Max and cats don't get on. Well, Max and any other dog don't get on, apart from Maisie. So that cat's got a very short span of luxury before he has to, yeah, you can lie down, mate. Now, I remember there was a crack in this wall where the mortar had dried out. And that crack has definitely gone. So those boys that we saw earlier on have done a very good job. I'm going to put some solar powered lights on that wall. Not on the back wall because that's not my wall. I don't want to cause any aggravation. So I'll put them on my wall. And that'll light up the area quite nice, won't it? Now that Ron is finished doing the tiling, it means we can infill underneath the tiles with concrete or mortar, and then we can do some splatter dash from there along the edge, back round and then straight across that wall and then all the way around that fish pond. So that'll link it all in, won't it? And it will also hide, when the sun gets on it, there's a bit of an undulation on that wall, luckily almost in line with that balcony, so we'll hide that at the same time. Excellent. I think I might get my my spray man in to just do some bit more weed killing, maybe a touch over there, just give these one more douse. Let them know who's in charge. Still need those killing. There's a bit of greenery over there poking its head up. So yeah, I'll just right over there by the road you can see some greenery. So I'll get him just to flash his little machine and the weed killer around. Maybe next weekend, eh? I'm going to leave that there because I want to see what that grows into, that tree. And then what we'll do with this area is we still don't know. I'm still waiting for ideas from all you guys. So if you've got any ideas what I can do with all this area down the bottom, please let me know. If I had to guess how many windows are left to do, I would say those 4 at the top, that door, that window, the window above it on the stairs, the one on the roof, can you see? The 2 in the dining room, that door, where is it? That door, that window, and one in the ensuite. And that is all of the windows done. Then the only way of access into the house is through the front door, which should be turning up in about 2 weeks. My roofer guy, I think he got a bit of sunstroke yesterday. He's not in today. Poor fella was out without a hat on all day doing my roof. So he's having the day off and I can't blame him. There you go. So we need a thumbnail. What can I do as a thumbnail? I honestly don't know. Oh, I know. I'll do an arty one. Hang on a minute. My man here is doing the edging, making sure all the edges are perfect. He's just seen an overlap, so he's just going to go and do a bit. Look at that. Look at that. Craftsman. Right, today we're going to get all these paint cans and that and put it in the, well, put them somewhere else, probably put them in the barbecue unit, give this area a sweep because the kitchen guys start on Monday, so we need to have this clear for them. We got those panes in last night, and the vertical bar. We're still waiting a vertical bar for that, but I'm not bothered because the windows are going to be finished today, I'm told. We've got one there, that's all done. That's going in today, I'm told. The one upstairs is going in today. All these windows are now installed, these big ones. And all those big ones are now installed. All those at the top are now installed. We've still got a couple missing there. They've given it a bit of a sweep. Not a big one, but they've given it a bit of a sweep, so they'll carry on doing that as they continue with the grouting. My painter here is painting the door frame, a lovely white colour. These marks on the pane isn't paint, it's mastic, so we'll get the window guys just to tidy that up. The doors are being designed by the furniture guys I'm using. They're giving me some kind of design that they're concocting. Ronnie is getting some more of the tiles at the moment, but I suspect today he'll complete this area here, and then he'll start on this area here, and then he can go out and do the pool, can't he? Yes, it's all taking shape. I would suspect that big pane, unless it's scrap, is going in the window by the stairs, over there. I'm not going to take you upstairs. Upstairs just needs a clean, it's more or less finished. The bedrooms need a clean, they're more or less finished. And in there is, well, you've seen that a million times, that's just a storage area for the kitchen. So generally speaking, oh, here's Ronnie with some tiles and stuff. I'm quite happy with the progress this week. It's been pretty good. So you take care, have a great week, look after yourselves, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Game over.